What is going on, everyone? Trust the Buzz here. If you are new to the channel, I make daily Charlotte Hornets content, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you cannot tell by the thumbnail or title, in today's video we're going to be talking about the Cody Martin deal. So if you've been not paying attention to the news lately, because I wouldn't blame you, Charlotte Hornets offseason has been rough so far, but one of the bright spots is that Cody Martin recently signed a 4-year $32 million deal to come back to the Charlotte Hornets. And I think this is a W. I think this is a good win for the Charlotte Hornets in a really rough offseason. And some people say it's an overpay. If you haven't seen a video I made before about talking about how much I think Cody Martin will get paid, I was saying roughly like anywhere between 4 to 6 million, and it ended up being 8 million a year. And I don't think that's an overpay. I'm actually okay with that. And I know we compared his contract to, well, what we thought his contract would be to, who was it? David Nwaba. And David Nwaba, if you don't know, he's basically like another Cody Martin, slightly smaller, not the shooter that Cody Martin is, but kind of plays the same role, but on a team like the Houston Rockets. He was getting paid $5 million a year in his new deal. So I don't think 8 mil is an overpay at all. Cody Martin is a very valuable asset to the team. Cody Martin is probably our best defender. So that's one thing people got to think about. Some people say like that 8 mils are an overpay, but when he's probably your best defender on the team, you need to keep him. And so I just don't see the reason why that would be an overpay when he is the main guy on defense. And I think this is great for Cody Martin because it allows him to really lock in and own that role. So Cody Martin before, he was coming off the bench, and he was kind of like the defender. He was kind of the pace. He would change the pace, but like from the defensive side of the ball. And yeah, so that was what he did. But I feel like with this new deal, him knowing he's going to be here for the next 4 years, him knowing more so what his role is going to be, I think that's going to really allow him to lock in and really, take on that I am the ball stopper on this team. Now, there may be moves in the future. As of right now, I don't think there will be any, but which, I always have to remain hopeful. But there may be moves that could change that maybe a little bit. But as of right now, Cody Martin, ball stopper for the Charlotte Hornets. And he's the only one that can really do that. PJ is actually pretty good on defense, in my opinion. I know some people don't think he is, but PJ cannot guard guards like Cody Martin can. So that is what Cody Martin's role is going to be. It's going to really allow him to settle into that, and then we can also see from the offensive side of the ball that he can shoot. So if he can get open, he can shoot. He's not the greatest with the ball in his hands. He's not the best playmaker, but he attacks the rim. He can attack the rim, and he's a good shooter. So, and I think he would only get better. So once again, that second contract, I feel like people overestimate or underestimate how valuable that second contract is. When you get that second contract, I guarantee you it's probably like, and I don't know, but I just can assume. I guarantee you it's like a weight lifted off your shoulders. Like, okay, I'm finally settled. I know for a fact I'm not going anywhere for a little bit. Let me settle and go to work. And I think that's what's really going to happen with Cody Martin. I'm glad to have him back. That was someone I felt like we needed to bring back. And personally, I think, the reason it was 8 mil, some of that's that Miles Bridges money. And I know people like, laughing and joking, but I really do think that in a way they were able to up it because of the fact of what's going on with Miles Bridges. But yeah, Cody Martin, I'm so glad you're back. If you, for whatever reason, see this video, I think Cody Martin's a huge asset to the team. That's one thing that people don't understand about free agency or when it comes to contracts. Sometimes you have to pay people a certain amount, and they be like, oh, well, that's not how the NBA views them. But in reality, it's about what does that person do for your team. Cody Martin is our ball stopper. He needs to be paid as such. So, I mean, granted, like his offensive game is what it is. It's not bad, but it's not great. But he is literally our best, perimeter defender. So he needs to be paid like such. And I know some people say they wouldn't have paid him that much. But, okay, if you're the Warriors, you don't need a perimeter ball defender that bad. You have plenty. So, and then your defensive rotations are so good that it also, alleviates some of that. So you sometimes when you think about these contracts, and not even just for the Hornets, but for all teams, you kind of have to look at it. How valuable will that player be to that specific team? Because he's not playing, the NBA doesn't have one team and then he's playing for that team. He's playing for, in our case, Cody Martin playing for the Charlotte Hornets, who don't have too many players who can guard the perimeter. Cody Martin is that player. Jalen McDaniels is pretty good at it too, but I think Cody Martin is better. And when it comes to that, So you got to look at it. How valuable is he to that team? And 8 mil is what I think he is, how much he's valuable to this team. I think that was a great pay. I think that was a great move by Mitch Kupchak and the rest of the front office to keep him and bring him back. So yeah, that was some good news, and I'm finally glad to have some good news. Sorry I didn't have a video yesterday. I was out, visiting family and stuff. Newly married, newlywed, so everybody wants to see the new happy couple. So had to make my rounds and travel. But today I'm probably going to release 3 videos. This is going to be the first of 3, and I'm not going to tell you what the other 2 videos are about, but yeah, this is the first of 3. So make sure you stay tuned, and I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of this month, and I'm at 72. Y'all are killing it. If you don't know, I have another channel where I do tech, and I'm not even gonna lie, like, it's not no big channel or anything like that, but I'm not gonna lie, y'all are killing it, and to where this might be my main channel. Like, y'all are killing it, so keep killing it. Like, if I can get to 100 subscribers by the end of the month, I'm going all in on this. And thank y'all so much for just watching. Y'all are killing all the videos, so I really, really appreciate that. Like, that makes me feel good. So, and that I can just bring, that kind of, Hornets content that people enjoy. And I haven't even really talked about LaMelo yet, which is crazy. I had somebody ask that I hate LaMelo, and I was like, no, I just don't foresee the need to really talk about him right now. Like, he's doing his thing. He's practicing. He's living life. He's a kid. Like, he's just doing, LaMelo things. There's no need to, like, dissect that all the time. So thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.